I know you're going to find this shocking. All right? It's going to stun you, but Congress screwed things up. The government screwed things up. And before we go into a breakdown here of all the crap that was in the last bill, all the crap that's going to be in the next bill they're about to pass, the small business help and the $1,200 you get and all this other stuff, let me just do a brief example in a way that I think you can understand, because let's be honest, it's the only way I can understand it. If I ever want to understand something, especially complex things, I just think about food. So let's say the entire American economy is McDonald's, all right? Entire American economy. We walked in as the government and they said, close the doors. McDonald's is closed. Oh, okay, I guess we'll close. And we closed them. We closed down McDonald's. And now McDonald's is saying, we are running out of money. We need some money. Could you bail us out? And the government says, well, all right, no problem. You know what? Let's pass a bill. And they pass a bill. And what do you know? Soon, the guy who does the fries, he's got a brand new fryer. They even gave him a brand new batch of fries. Oh, and look, the burger guy, he got brand new burger buns. And they said, all right, McD's, you should be good. And the burger guy was like, whoa, wait a minute. I have buns. You didn't give me any burger patties. And the filet of fish guy says, I need some fish. McChicken screaming. The guy by the milkshake machine, the manager, the janitorial staff, they didn't get anything. And the government's, okay, let's pass another bill for just those guys. And then you forgot about the maintenance crew. Then you forgot about the guy who makes the little $1 apple pies that burn the roof of your mouth every time. What I'm trying to say with that really terrible analogy is this. We have a $20 trillion economy. $20 trillion. Do you know how many moving parts are in a $20 trillion economy? No, you don't, because I don't. Therefore, nobody does. It's a lot. It's more than the human mind could ever comprehend. It's more than the smartest man in the world could ever comprehend. You cannot grind that to a halt. You can't stop a $20 trillion economy ever for any reason and then have the government sprinkle in a little money here and sprinkle in a little money there and it be okay. And it even do a marginal bit of good. I mean, yeah, the fry guy's happy, briefly. The burger guy's kind of happy, but everyone else is screwed. That's what we saw. That's what we saw with the first $2 trillion bill they passed, which let's pause on that for just a moment. Understand this. As that old great Stalin line was, I mean, I guess it was kind of evil, but also very true. One death is a statistic, or one death is a tragedy, a million deaths is a statistic. $2 trillion is a number that's so large the human mind can't comprehend it. And they just breezed it right through like it was nothing. And in a breath, they said, well, wasn't enough. We're out of money. We need more. And they're about to pass another $500 billion. What are we doing? One, we don't have this money. We understand this, right? You do understand that we were in serious financial trouble before any of this virus or economic shutdown? No, not right away. But Medicare and Social Security cannot be reformed because no politician wants to bring that up. And they are on pace to bankrupt this nation. They are. That was before we ran up a $5 trillion deficit in 1 year. We don't have this money. And the government cannot possibly, it's not human. If government was run by the smartest people in the world, and it's run by a bunch of idiots, but if it was run by the smartest people in the world, you can't possibly stimulate a $20 trillion economy. I don't care how many checks you write, you can't. You can't get the money out there fast enough. You can't get it in all the exact locations. The only thing that stimulates a $20 trillion economy is turning the freaking thing back on again. I don't know why we're even shocked. People are shocked that $9 billion got to Harvard. Why are you shocked? Who's shocked about that? That's government. Government sucks. You know how many Harvard dudes are probably sitting there in government? And all it takes is one to be like, it's $2 trillion. There's no reason my alma mater can't get $9 billion. Strokes them a little check, and now everybody freaks out. Trump's out there talking about it.
I think a $40 billion endowment or some incredible amount of money that Harvard gets this money. Harvard should pay that money back. I want Harvard to pay the money back, okay? And if they won't do that, then we won't do something else. They have to pay it back. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is meant for workers. This isn't meant for one of the richest institutions, not only far beyond schools, in the world. They got to pay it back. I want them to pay it back.
Harvard is sitting on a $40 billion endowment. And I understand that Donald Trump doesn't write the bills. It's Congress's job to write the bills, get them passed. He's got to sign it or not sign it. I'm not actually even pretending that the United States president would have the political capital to veto any bill in the middle of this crisis. He had to sign it. I get that. At the same time, Mr. President, you signed it. That's what you get. That's what you get when you pass a bill. And you know what? This next $500 billion small business bill that they're talking about is going to be clean. We'll get to that in a second. It's not clean. Nothing comes out of Washington, D.C. that's clean. You might as well lick the floors of a public restroom. That's what comes out of Washington, D.C. Harvard, I love Harvard's rebuttal. This is hilarious to me. Quote, Harvard is actually allocating 100% of the funds to financial assistance for students to meet their urgent needs in the face of this pandemic. I don't want to sound cold-hearted, but I don't give a crap, so I will sound cold-hearted. You're not borrowing money from my great-grandkids to pay some Harvard nerd to go to college. I understand that you've got financial needs. I've got financial needs too. My kids have financial needs. Their kids are going to have financial needs. Their kids' kids are going to have financial needs too. Do we really have to bail out the elite of society at a time like this? No. I'm sorry. I know it sounds a little, pitting the classes against each other. I don't generally do that, but no, I don't care that you're giving it to the Harvard students in serious financial crisis. People are committing suicide because of depression after losing their jobs. I don't care about Harvard students. I don't at all. Not even that much. I guess, maybe Harvard did need the money. They need to pay their Chinese spy professors. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.